Hello everybody, Roguefox here, and welcome back to another Minecraft Bedrock Edition Redstone tutorial. In today's tutorial, I'll show you how to make a very quick and easy automatic pumpkin and melon farm. For those who have seen my old automatic pumpkin and melon farm design that came out a couple years ago, this layout is going to look pretty familiar. But with the recent update, observers now detect when stems update. So with that, the design may look the same, but the redstone mechanics are going to be different. So let's go ahead and take a look at how to make it. To make this automatic pumpkin and melon farm, you are going to need an 11x4 area, and on the third row back, you are going to need 9 grass blocks like you see right here. So with that, let's go ahead and take a look at our supplies. And there we go. There are all the redstone supplies and blocks we're going to need for this build. And like I said, it is very quick, very easy, and it's not very expensive to make. So what we have are 5 pistons, 4 observers, 8 redstone dust, 1 hopper, 2 chests, a half stack of glass blocks for building, and it's totally up to you what you want to use. I like using glass for my farms so I can see in. You are going to need a hoe, 4 pumpkin seeds, or 4 melon seeds, or if you want to switch them up and do 2 and 2, totally up to you. And finally, a bucket of water. With that being said, if you want to pause the video, go ahead and do that, grab your supplies, and then we'll jump right into the build. To get things started, let's go ahead and grab our bucket of water, and we can pick the left or right side, but pick the blocks right in front of the grass here and knock out 8 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then go back to the end and run down your bucket of water like so. From there, we're going to go ahead and knock out these 2 blocks like this, knock that one out, and the water is going to end after 8 blocks. Knock that one out there, go ahead and place down your chest, and I know I said 11x4, but it's technically 12 to make that double chest. So go ahead and place that in. Next, grab your hopper, crouch place that hopper into the side of that chest like so, and we have our collection system all set up. Next, we want to go ahead and grab our hoe, and what we're going to do is we're going to skip this block here. We want to till this block, skip a block, till, skip, and till. From there, go ahead and grab your seeds. For this, I'm going to go ahead and use pumpkin seeds. We can go ahead and place those in, and if you have bone meal, you can go ahead and bone meal these, and they will grow a little bit quicker. But for now, I'm just going to leave it like this. So this is how the setup should look so far, and this is expandable, and I'll show you how to do that at the end. But for now, let's go ahead and stick with this design. Now, what we're going to do is grab our pistons, and right behind the grass blocks, go ahead and place down pistons facing forward like this. So we have 5 pistons, and then go ahead and grab your observer. Look at the top of these stems here, and we can go ahead and place down our observers. So like I mentioned, in a recent update, observers can now detect when stems, when they grow, and also when they grow their pumpkins or melons. So when pumpkins and melons grow, they tend to lean to the left or to the right, depending on where they grow. The observer will detect that and will give us a redstone signal. So that is how those mechanics work, which is actually very, very nice, because for those who have seen my old design, yeah, we had to do a little bit more redstone to make it work. Now let's go ahead and grab ourselves some solid blocks, and what we want to do is place solid blocks in between these pistons like this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and now that I think about it, I think that wasn't on the list, but we are going to need 4 solid blocks right here. Once you have that, go ahead and grab your redstone dust. We want to place redstone here and here, and repeat that for the rest of the observer and blocks. So dust and dust. So like I mentioned, this is going to be detected by the observer. This is going to give us a redstone output, which is going to power these 2 pistons here. And because of the way this is set up, the pumpkin or melon is going to grow on this side or that side, and is going to be triggered by that. Or if it grows here, left or right, this one is still going to power this left side or right side. So pretty much all of our pistons are covered for all of the growth areas. And that is pretty much it. All the redstone is done. So what we need to do now is put up walls so our pumpkins and melons don't go flying all over the place. So for this, what we're going to do is place 3 blocks like that. Again, I like to use glass because I can see inside of the build. We're going to run a single layer across this here. And for this side, again, 2 blocks like that. And then across the top, I'm going to go ahead and use glass. Now, I was testing it. I tried using solid blocks just to see if that would prevent them from spawning. But in my testing, I did up the tick speed to about 1,000. Having solid blocks above the top didn't really do anything. And I imagine you can also place like glowstone, the shroom lights, because those are a thing now, and any other sort of light source, a sea lantern. But again, what we have these blocks here for is to prevent the pumpkins and melons from flying all over the place. That way, when the piston extends, it can knock it into the water stream and flow all the way down. Now let's go ahead and do that so you can see how even this grew a little bit. It's being detected by the observer. We got that. Gotta do this one more time. And this will be ready to grow our pumpkins. Just to speed things up a bit, what I'm going to do is set the random tick speed to 500. Again, I did test it on 1,000, but 500 should be fast enough. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. And already we are having our pumpkins growing. That's being detected by the observer, as I mentioned. Now that I'm looking at it, I know an issue in the past, and I haven't seen this so far while testing it. What happened is that pistons used to be pretty random with the way they pushed. So things would push and they would actually get stuck up here, and that caused a lot of issues. A reason why I never really made a shulker box unloader, because yeah, pistons were very unreliable. But just from looking at this and the testing that I did, it seems like they fixed that issue as far as I can see. So that is a very, very good thing. Now let's say you want to expand this build. You have pumpkins over here, and now you want to place in melons right here. So let me show you how to expand it. And the cool thing about this setup with the redstone is we are not being held back by the 15 signal strength of redstone like we were in the previous design. So that is very nice, which means we could technically expand this as far as we'd like. But for this demonstration, I'm just going to do one more unit here. So let's go ahead and we're going to knock this wall out. And before we get ahead of ourselves, we want to knock out another 8 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Go ahead and place your water. It's going to go down the same way. And for this block right here, what we're going to do is we're going to knock this block out. Grab yourself a sign, which is going to be right here. Place your sign right behind the first water source, and that's going to be separated. And from here, what we're going to do is place down packed ice or blue ice, because if we use regular ice, there's a chance it can melt. But with this, that is going to stay, and that is going to allow our item to slide on through. So that goes there, trickles through, and then it slides across, goes into the next stream, and goes all the way down to the collection system at the end. And if you really wanted to, you could also place packed ice or blue ice down here to make the water stream a little bit quicker. Okay, that was a little bit of a concern. So far nothing is getting stuck, which is still good. Now, to finish this off, let's go ahead. We're going to repeat what we did earlier. We're going to go till here, grass, till, and boom, there we go. So the pattern is going to be different from the one here, but it should still be fine. And let's go ahead and place down pistons, again behind the grass blocks. Place down our melon seeds, and those should grow pretty quick because we have this set to 500 ticks. Observers, and they might grow a little too quick. They might produce melons before we're even ready here. And then again, let's go ahead and grab our solid blocks. And I know I'm doing this all in one take here, but you know how the redstone setup goes. So like that. And then redstone dust. Dust here, dust there. And yeah, looks like we were a little slow with that. But you can see, even with that, all the slices went into the water. So as I mentioned before, it was a concern because Yeah, pistons were just very unreliable, and they would actually get caught off to the side. Don't ask me how, but they did, for those who've been playing Bedrock long enough. So, again, it looks like they fixed it, so I'm really happy with that. And then place glass blocks or solid blocks up there. Totally up to you, but there we go. That is how we expand it. And as we see here, the melons are going down, they're crossing over, and they are going all the way down to the collection system at the end. And there you have it, everyone, a quick, easy, and expandable automatic pumpkin and melon farm for Bedrock Edition. This is going to be the end of today's Redstone tutorial. I really hope you all enjoyed. This has been Rogue Fox, and I will see you later.